Let's go back and take a look at the highlights and show you exactly how this unfolded. Again, a perfect day for racing, and we had a season-high number of cautions at 17. Let's see how Jeff Burton feels about it.
Man, he just crossed over and turned your around. There's just no getting around that one right there. Yeah, well, this way you tell his when I get to him, I ain't around no more. I've had enough of this. His is going to hit something.
Hey,
that's a veteran driver showing how he feels.
Yeah, but we're only about 10, 20 laps into this race, Kyle.
And now we have more contact with the 99.
With the 99 of Carl Edwards. Carl just got in the corner a little hot, wheel hopped it. It slid up into the 93 car, and that's the last time we see Carl cause any trouble today.
And here we have our championship leaders make their way up to the front. It looks like it was going to be a battle between them, and also there's Kyle Busch up there as well.
The 20, Matt Kenseth, takes the lead. The 18, Kyle Busch, that's his teammate, lets him go. Jimmy Johnson says, hey, let me go by too.
Yeah, and here we see Jimmy Johnson return the favor. So now they're equal in points again. Remember, it's 1 point to lead a lap. We saw the 20 of Matt Kenseth. Now the 48 takes the lead.
Bonus points have been huge so far in this championship chase. Let's move on to lap number 182, and here we have the Martinsville version of the big one.
Yeah, it looked like something happened there with Mark Martin in the 14, the Tony Stewart car, and Kyle, everybody got a piece of this.
Yeah, they just got 4 and 5 wide there trying to slow down, got hit in the back. You see the 5 car here on the curb, could not get off. Casey Kane ended his dirt, basically ruined his day.
And Casey Kane just can't get a break here in this chase. Let's take a look at what happens now between Kurt Busch and Mark Martin.
What's hard about this racetrack is you have a curb on the inside, the pink curb. You can't go any lower. He gets loose, gets up into Jamie McMurray, and Mark Martin, nowhere to go in the number 14.
And Jimmy Johnson was searching around this racetrack to see where he could get some ground, and it wasn't up there on the high side.
No, we've seen the high side work here a couple of times in the past, but today it was that inside line. These guys jockeyed for position on pit road to get back to the inside. And once you get there, you see him cut off the 18 car of Kyle Busch to establish himself back on the inside of the racetrack.
And at this point in the race, the 22 of Joey Logano, he was putting together a pretty good drive, but now let's go into the pits at lap number 285. We spoke all day long about how dangerous these pit stops can be.
If you're going to have bad pit stops anywhere, you do not want to have them here.
The veteran Matt Kenseth had some words of encouragement for his crew.
All right, come on, guys. I really need you here. Come on, let's get back in this thing. All right, just give me the bottom when you can. We're going to go back here and get it one at a time. Come on, guys, down there, too, here. We can get back in this thing. We're not out of it. Just a minor hiccup. Let's all stay focused. Let's have some fun like we talked about. Let's go put it to them. You guys are the best out there. Let's do it.
As we go back to racing action, lap number 297, you know what? You didn't have to wait long to see a caution for debris around here.
There were a lot of cars like this with bare bond on it, and you see the grill just blew out. That piece comes off the right front of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car not long after that and brings out the caution.
And it gave Matt Kenseth the chance to get back into the pits again, make more adjustments, and Kenny, that would really pay off for Matt.
Yeah, this was like a tennis match all day long. Everybody kept pitting out of sequence. Never at one time did the whole field come down. So you never knew who was going to show up.
Tough break for Ryan Newman here, running 6th at the time.
Yeah, this was incredible. Kevin Harvick was trying to get in behind the 39, got him in the right rear, and he goes into the wall.
As we start winding down this race, we see Matt Kenseth retake the lead once again. Elliott Sadler stayed out and got a lap in the number 55.
Yeah, and at this point, this is when it's begun to shake out to see how these guys are going to play out. The top 4 or 5 here will kind of remain in this point.
Now, we promised you aggression, and you got it this afternoon. Here we see Greg Biffle getting into Jimmy Johnson.
Earlier on our show, we said you need patience. Do you go to Walmart? Do you buy these patience? Well, the Biff and Jimmy Johnson, they were out of it. They have no more patience left.
And more on those two in just a moment. But right now, here comes Jeff Gordon again. At this point, he's a 7-time winner at this racetrack, and now he shows why he's so good here.
And this is with about 20 laps to go. His car was really good on the long run. He had run Matt Kenseth down and did his typical Jeff Gordon that we, again, used to see in the 90s, we're used to seeing in early 2000s.
Little bit of lap traffic trouble for Jeff Gordon, but here he takes the checkered flag, career win, number 88, 8th win at Martinsville. So that's 8 grandfather clocks for this 4-time champion. And again, it keeps his streak of consecutive seasons in line with at least 1 win.
Hey, remember, he's a dirt racer. He drove that thing sideways all the way.
That was a great burnout.
He can do it.
Yes, it was.
7 of our top 10 finishers were chase drivers led by Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, and Clint Boyer. Brad Keselowski was the highest finishing non-chaser. Greg Biffle came home in the 9th position. Edwards, Logano, And how about Danica in 17th?
Good, solid run for Danica, but great run for, I felt like for Jeff Burton. He was in the mix all day long.
Now this is interesting as we check out the points after the last short track of the season. We now have a tie between Matt Kenseth and Jimmy Johnson. Kenseth gets the edge because of the other stats, but Harvick and Gordon now find themselves 28 and 29 points out.
NASCAR could have not drawn this up any better. This is a heavyweight battle till the end.